And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They bring the tight end in motion. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. But they couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. Isaiah McKenzie now to return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Giants taking the field for their 2nd possession. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a 2nd time. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, this is Singletary. And he drives this forward until they bring him down at the 38-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Play fake, Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock, but by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Giants will have a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Coming right to Singletary. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Christian Benford up to make that stop. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Draw play, this is Singletary. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Robinson sent in motion left. Jones now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Singletary. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go play fake with Jones. Looking for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Ty Johnson now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Connects with Cook. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the